The room is tense, eyes locked on the screen. It's the night before Truth Social's launch, and former President Trump sits at the head of the table, a silence hanging heavy. Phones buzz with messages of anticipation and doubt, the air thick with the weight of what's at stake. As the clock ticks down, whispers of a 100K pay-to-play scandal begin to ripple through the corridors. What were the implications of Truth Social's 100K pay-to-play scandal? In the aftermath of a tumultuous presidency, former President Trump found himself at a crossroads. Removed from Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube after the Capitol attack, he needed a new platform. The solution? Truth Social, his own social media empire. For many, it was a bold move to reclaim his voice, a digital fortress against the silencing he faced. The anticipation was palpable. As Truth Social prepared to launch, it wasn't just about politics, it was about power. Users flocked to the app, eager to join a movement. The app shot to fame, becoming the 173rd most popular app, proof of its immediate impact. But as the downloads surged, cracks began to show. Users struggled to register. Many stuck on wait lists with over 100,000 others. The promise of unfettered communication was slipping through their fingers. And amidst this chaos, whispers of a scandal began to circulate, hinting at a deeper trouble lurking beneath the surface. The sun rises on February 21st, the day Truth Social is set to launch. Inside the bustling headquarters, the excitement is electric, a symphony of ringing phones and hurried footsteps. Former President Trump, the figurehead of this new venture, is surrounded by his team, their faces a mix of hope and determination. The app's release marks more than just the debut of a social media platform. For Trump, it is a resurrection of his digital voice, a direct line to his followers without the barriers imposed by other networks. As the clock ticks, the app is finally live, and the response is immediate. Users flood the platform, eager to be part of this new digital frontier. But the initial triumph is short-lived. Almost immediately, the system is overwhelmed. Registration issues plague the launch, leaving potential users stranded on waitlists, some numbering over 100,000. The promise of a seamless experience is quickly tarnished as frustration mounts among eager supporters. Amidst the technical chaos, another storm brews. The whispers of a 100K pay-to-play scandal grow louder, casting a shadow over the fledgling platform. The Guardian gains access to Truth Social in early March, and the scrutiny intensifies. Questions arise about the integrity of this new empire, and the pressure mounts for those at the helm. As the scandal threatens to unravel everything, the team faces a critical juncture. Will they navigate the storm or be swept away by it? The decisions made in the coming days will determine the fate of Truth Social. Inside the dimly lit boardroom, the tension is palpable. Each executive is acutely aware of the stakes. It's early March, and the Guardian has just gained access to Truth Social, amplifying the scandal's reverberations. The whispers are now a cacophony, echoing through the halls with a singular damning accusation, a $100,000 pay-to-play scheme. As the details unfold, the board members' faces are etched with concern. Allegations suggest that access and influence within the platform were being sold, a revelation that threatens to undermine the very foundation of Truth Social. The room is silent, save for the occasional rustle of papers and the soft hum of the air conditioning. Eyes dart around the table, searching for answers, for solutions, for anything that might stem the tide of growing scrutiny. Outside the boardroom, the app's technical issues persist. Users remain stuck on interminable waitlists, their frustrations mounting with each passing day. The promise of a platform free from mainstream media's constraints feels increasingly hollow. For Trump, the pressure is immense. His digital voice, once silenced by other platforms, is now at risk of being drowned out by scandal and technical failure. In the midst of this turmoil, financial figures begin to surface, painting a grim picture. With net losses soaring to $31.7 million and legal costs ballooning to $15.0 million. The financial health of Truth Social hangs in the balance. The weight of these numbers presses down on the room, a stark reminder of the stakes involved. As the meeting drags on, the gravity of the situation becomes undeniable. The board must act, and fast. But with each potential solution comes new risks, new challenges. The path forward is fraught with uncertainty, and decisions made now will shape the future of Truth Social. The time for deliberation is over. Action is imperative. What happens next will either save them or seal their fate. In the aftermath of the 100K pay-to-play scandal, Truth Social's financials paint a stark picture. The platform, once heralded as a bastion for free speech, now grapples with a net loss of $31.7 million. Legal costs tied to its merger with Digital World Acquisition Corp soar to $15.0 million, straining the company's resources. The app's technical woes persist, with registration issues leaving users stranded on wait lists, some exceeding 100,000 people. The promise of a seamless user experience crumbles, and the platform's credibility takes a hit. Despite these challenges, Trump maintains a following of 3.2 million on Truth Social, a stark contrast to his 88 million followers on Twitter before his ban. The financial strain is evident. Operating losses reach $43.5 million, and the company's cash flow from operating activities stands at a mere $2.3 million. With 40 employees, the pressure to turn the tide is immense. The merger consideration of $875 million looms large, as does the potential issuance of $40 million earn-out shares, contingent on meeting a $12.50 VWAP threshold. As the dust settles, the boardroom's tension lingers. The decisions made in the wake of the scandal will determine Truth Social's survival. The platform's future hangs in the balance, with every choice carrying the weight of potential collapse or redemption. The next move could be their last chance to reclaim control. The 100K pay-to-play scandal exposes the fragile foundation beneath Truth Social's ambitions. Born from Trump's expulsion from mainstream platforms, the app aimed to be a sanctuary for unrestricted speech. Yet, plagued by technical failures and financial turmoil, its promise falters. The scandal magnifies these vulnerabilities, spotlighting the dangers of prioritizing rapid growth over robust infrastructure. As net losses and legal costs soar, the board faces a stark reality. Survival hinges on decisive action. The lesson is clear. Without a solid operational backbone, even the most high-profile ventures can crumble. The board's next decision will either stabilize the platform or push it further into chaos. In the wake of the 100K pay-to-play scandal, Truth Social finds itself at a precarious crossroads. The platform's promise of unfiltered expression is overshadowed by mounting financial losses and unresolved technical issues. The scandal has laid bare the vulnerabilities of a platform built on shaky ground, revealing the pitfalls of prioritizing ambition over stability. As the board grapples with the fallout, the stakes are higher than ever. Will Truth Social manage to navigate these turbulent waters, or is its downfall inevitable? The future of the platform, and its very survival, hangs in the balance.